Hi, this is Hannah, and you're watching Zach Archer.
Okay, this is a legitimate question for me. I just felt like I needed to mention this. It's been so long since I've talked about Dimash on the channel that I know it seemed like I've neglected him. But that's just a case that always happens when I'm not able to do like daily videos like I once was on this channel. It's like there's a lot of artists I have to get to, so sometimes it'll be months between artists, which sucks, but sometimes that's just what happens. And especially since I thought I was going to be done with reactions, Dimash, I had gone on to watch like 90% of the videos I hadn't reacted to, and my admiration for him has only increased since then. That's why I legitimately think he might be the best singer I've ever heard, best singer in the world. But I want to know if you think there's anyone else that compares. Because for me, Sohyung and Dimash are kind of up there as the two. And what edits Dimash out for me, probably, in the end, is the vocal range. Just I've never seen a singer with so much versatility in terms of being able to flip from the, like, really high. Being able to flip from high to low so fluidly and almost effortlessly, it seems like. It's really impressive. And not only, like, purely vocally do I think he might be the best voice I've ever heard, but also just as a performer, he's got it. He's not... I've yet to see like just a straight up normal performance from him. Every performance I've seen from him is delivered on multiple levels. Like his confidence is unmatched, but not only that, he always has some new tricks and techniques he's implementing. Like unlike any performance I've seen, he's always mixing it up and making things interesting. You know, it's like it's a treat to watch. He's one of those singers where I've only really heard in live performances. I mean, recording wise, I haven't gotten to see him live. That would be great one day for that to happen, but I haven't heard him in the studio as in like recorded albums or anything like that. Like he's purely known for his live performances, which is how you know it's an impressive singer. Because even some of my favorite artists that I listen to all their albums and I love their voices, they do not compare to Dimash. It's like when I'll see their live performances, I was like, it was okay. Even though I love them, I'm just like, well, it was kind of shaky, and you can tell they watered this part down because it's harder to perform live than in the studio. There's stuff like that that'll always be noticeable for those kinds of, especially a lot of the mainstream singers. But then I go over to Sohyung and Dimash, Morissette, Aman, these kinds of singers that are just powerhouses and thrive in a live environment. It's crazy. The fact that like they're delivering some of the best vocals I've ever heard, and it's not behind a studio. It's purely live. That's what's crazy about it. And Dimash in particular, there's so many performances I'm just constantly blown away by. And then it's every now and then I'll take a couple months where I haven't seen his performances, and then I'll watch them again. I'm like, okay, well, I have to watch all these others again because I've fallen in love with it again. It just reignites that feeling. I'm like, oh yeah, this is the best singer ever. And then I'll watch a bunch of reactions and stuff because it's so wild, the things he does. I'd like at some point to talk about a lot of these performances I haven't gotten to talk about, and maybe look at them more closely or do some sort of ranking of them. Would be fun. There are a lot that really stand out to me, and I'd honestly love to show some of my friends these performances. I haven't been able to do that kind of reaction since like 2016, where I brought friends in and showed them performances of some of the singers I loved, including Sohyung. I would love to be able to do that sometime. I don't know if I will be able to, but it would be cool to be able to introduce people to this singer. Because look, if I wasn't doing these videos, there's no way I would have ever even discovered him. I think like eventually he ended up coming on to like a couple reality singing competitions in the West, like the World's Best. I mean, was he on America's Got Talent? No, but he was on the World's Best for a little bit, which was like a new show at the time. But other than that, I don't know if I would have even known of him. The same with Sohyung. Same with Morissette. It's like these singers don't have the exposure over here, in the U.S. especially. It's like a very niche market where you go into YouTube, and in this kind of music sphere, you'll find people that appreciate them. But outside of that, they don't get the appreciation they deserve as like some of the best singers ever. Legitimately, like the people that Americans revere as the best singers ever, you know, they're comparable with them, if not better. That's kind of it's insane. So I feel like Dimash is the best singer I've heard. I don't know if he's the best singer in the world. I can't say that confidently because, like I said, I didn't know Dimash existed a few years ago. And similarly, I could not know that some other legendary singer exists. There's so many out there, so many names I've yet to even tap into on this sphere on YouTube alone, that like who knows how many voices are out there that no one's heard, and it's crazy to think about. But Dimash is something else. So if any of you could do me a favor and link me like a document to, if there's any sort of document, there's got to be, of all of his performances, like chronologically or something, I would love that. I'd appreciate that, because I'd like to go through them at some point maybe, and also see which ones I haven't seen yet, because I've seen a lot of them, but I'm sure there are a lot more for me to see as well. Yeah, I don't want to miss out on any. And let me know if there are any other legendary singers up in that kind of legendary tier where I put Dimash, Sohyang, Morissette as the powerhouses, the crazy vocalists that also are great performers. Like, give me something like that. Dimash, I think, is the perfect all-around performer in that way, and I am constantly in awe of his talent. Whenever I even revisit performances I've seen already, I just keep being shocked over and over again at the same things, and like, wow, he's got it. Please subscribe for more. I'll be doing Dimash videos for sure in the future, and plenty more where that came from. Go to zacharcher.net for more.